Bafta 2019 nominee Best Entertainment Show. Royal Television Society 2019 nominee Best Breakthrough. Royal Television Society 2019 winner Best Entertainment Show. He has sold over 50,000 tickets on his debut tour. He now has a show on Netflix that shows in 190 countries worldwide. To most, he's known as Mo the Comedian, television presenter. To me, he's an absolute G, complete inspiration, and my fucking hero, excuse my French, Mr. Mo Gilligan.
Big ups, man.
Yo!
That was such a nice introduction, man. When you was listing on those things, I was like, right, I've done that, yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, cool, man. No, big ups, man.
No, seriously, like I feel
big
like,
ups, bro.
do you ever step back and be like, yo, this is what I've achieved? Does it still wow you even still to this?
A little bit, but not really, because you got to just keep going, innit?
Yeah.
Like I'm not. I guess with me, like that comes from a mentality from stand up, innit? You do one show that's great, but got to go into the next one. I can't keep telling people, yo, I done this show last week and I smashed it. I got to think about the next one, and that's kind of my mind state in terms of when I do stuff. Until I have a bit of time off, and I look back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, right, like, I've done this or I've done that, or it kind of takes a while to sink in.
I was trying to dive in, like, what points could we actually start off with this whole conversation, but I was just like, I'm just going to jump straight in and see where it flows.
Yeah.
50,000 tickets, over 50,000 tickets sold, correction. How did that make you feel? And was there like an estimate that you had in your head about what people were going to come up to you, or?
No, I didn't know anyone was going to come to the tour, if I'm honest, innit? When we set the dates out with Live Nation, this was in July of 2017. Went to the office, and it was very much like the first time I've ever been to this office in Live Nation. It's summertime, so it's fairly quiet there. A lot of, like, in terms of music, even though the festivals are going on, but they've planned that all since winter time. So got there, so I'm already like, right, it's a bit quiet in here. Me and my manager Polly went there, and it was just a bit surreal because I was like, okay, and then sat down with Ian. Live Nation, he's one of the head of like comedy and stuff, and it's like, cool, we literally sat down, mapped out some dates. Okay, we do some London here, do that there, then if it goes well we might add another date here possibly. And I left the meeting, and my other manager Geli came, that is Polly's husband, and they was like, yeah, so it's happening. And I remember just being like, can't go back now. You know what I mean? And a part of me was like, are people gonna come as well? Because people had only seen my stuff online. I didn't want to be naive that, like, of course they're gonna come and spend money, because that's different to when you watch someone online or you listen to their music for free or whatnot. Then they say, I've got a concert, you're gonna come. That's when people say, oh, do you know what? I can play your music in my house, or I can watch your skits online. But a lot of my audience that followed me didn't even know I'd done stand up. And then I think it was maybe 2 weeks after we went on sale, and I remember I was going to Lovebox Festival with my friends. So I woke up early and just be like, oh, let's see what happens. Like, I tweet at London sold out in like 2 minutes. Like, and I was like, what? London sold out? Nah, that's something's wrong with the system, innit? People are like, oh, I'm on Live Nation. Because I think people was just like, oh, I might get some tickets. And then it sold out. And then I had people throughout the day when I was at Lovebox like, yeah, I'm gonna come to your tour, innit? You've got a tour going on. I was like, yeah, is that? And I'm like, tickets sold out. Like, is that really? I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, well, okay.
Awkward.
But and then we added another date. Then that sold out, and what we did, we had this plan to, like, because my part is that I wanted to take it everywhere that wanted it. So, like, for example, I tried to cover as much as the UK as possible within the first couple of dates of the tour, but not everywhere, because I was like, well, I can't go everywhere, because I'd, like, for example, if you go Birmingham, like, Birmingham was 1,000 people we had. That's the biggest audience I've played to like, before. Well, I've done bigger ones now, but at that stage, that was the biggest I'd done. So already I was like, this is 1,000 people, but we couldn't do 1,000 in Birmingham and then go Wolverhampton and Coventry before. Let's just all bring them to Birmingham. And man, the tour was just like really, like, it's good, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot about myself. you know, as a group of guys, me, K Kerr, Javan, you know Javan as well.
Yeah. That's my brother.
So yeah, man, it was just like for example, when we first went on the tour, the first date we done was Cardiff. So we done Cardiff on a Sunday.
Yeah.
That went well. That was really good. We had a few days off. Then we was in Oxford on a Thursday, and then on Friday, I think we was in where was we? Liverpool on a Friday.
Okay.
Saturday
Liverpool must have been a good crowd.
Nice crowd. I've never been to like Liverpool, so I think I went there once for a small show like years and years ago, like a uni show. So I was a bit like, like Liverpool, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if like never been Liverpool before. There's a lot of places I've never been, and the love, man. You go there, people really like you got people really coming out, you know.
Yeah.
Like we were selling out every room we was going to.
Yeah.
And then we had the big show in Birmingham, 1,000 people. So already you're like, when it's empty, it's so weird because you're like, this is mad. Like, it's empty, there's no one here. And then you think, in 3 hours, there's going to be people here. Like, I'm seeing my name on like on the billboard and stuff. And I remember I had to go to the Boring Shopping Centre to get like a t-shirt. I'm into like fresh t-shirts, innit? That's my thing. When I do shows, I need a fresh black t-shirt in it, and fresh socks as well. yeah.
Every show.
Every show. Like the guys know we'll just go like H&M or whatever in it.
Yeah.
And so we've come back and we're in the car, and as we've gone past, people are all queuing up, and I'm like, bro, like that's queuing up, and I wanted to get this picture of like it says my name outside, but my friend was like, you can't take a picture because they'll see you, innit? And I was like, yeah, but like. This is like, let me just go outside, innit? And then we kind of parked up, and as people are kind to queue up, you go down this hill. So on the hill, people are like, hey Mo, what's up, man? We're going to see you. And I'm just like, oh, bro, like, you don't come see me, yeah? Okay, cool. Like, and it was just a great experience. I remember Mist came down to that show as well. But just a great experience. And then the next day we went to Bristol. And that was when I had to really learn about, because what we was doing, we was like going to the show, then we'll all go out raving. Yeah. Then we was doing this every day. And then Sunday it all caught up with us because I lost my voice, everyone's tired, we're not eating good food.
You were still going out raving after your shows?
Well, in Liverpool we did. Yeah. And so Liverpool and Birmingham we had went out. Because we're just like, because once we finished the show, we're just like, well, let's do something. Let's either get food or
go out and party.
Go out and stuff. And not like rave, but we're just like, we just want to go somewhere, innit?
Yeah.
As opposed to staying in our hotel rooms. So that we went out like the night before in Liverpool, and then we went out again in Birmingham. And Sunday in Bristol, it caught up with us, with everyone. Because it's this continuous, like, you're in a car, you go to hotel, you pack, you go back in the car, you're on the road again, you're eating rubbish food, you stop at a service station, you know, you get a quick salad. And you try to be healthy, I'm going to get a salad. Yeah. But then, like, for example, when we was in Birmingham, this guy, a friend of mine, he said to me, he's like, oh, do you lot want Caribbean food? So I was like, yeah, cool. Listen, man, the food this guy brought, everything, like dumpling. And this is before I'm about to go. And I normally eat light food, innit? And then I've got on, and I was just like, man, I'm so tired, man. But the show goes on, innit? These people in Bristol have bought their tickets, like all the other cities. I can't afford to be like, I'm tired. My voice was going. So after that, I started like taking the tour a bit, not so much more seriously, but I'd make sure I was, you know, kind of drinking a lot of water, doing breathing exercising and stuff like that. Because I didn't do breathing exercises. I'm a stand-up comic. But like you see with the show, I'm walking around a lot. I'm quite expressionate. You have to really look after your body. Do you know what I mean? 100%. So your body's like your tool as such. You know, I realize, you know, when singers are like, I'm a singer, I've got to train my voice. All of that. So I had to do a lot of that stuff, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Moving on from that, let's talk about momentum now.
Oh, big ups.
Yeah, let's talk about momentum. There's a point you mentioned about your dyslexia, and you was like, you laughed at it. And I was like, you know what, Mo is so sick, because I feel like, was there a time where you couldn't laugh at that situation? When you found out, was it just like, you know?
Well, weirdly enough, I guess when I found out I was really young, so I didn't really know even what dyslexia was. So I was just like, but you know, like when I was in secondary school, I never said anything. Like I go to this thing called learning support. So that's like kids who are like dyslexic or special needs will go in this other like class and room. And for example, if like some kids just didn't like French, for example, so like they'd be like, oh, we'll come to learning support and you can study something different here. So you might study about like, and the thing is, the cool thing about when we'd go to like learning support, it was like, it was sick because you had all won't say like I don't want to say like the bad breed kids, but it'd be like the man them, innit? You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people just be like, no, I don't want to do Spanish. I'm going to learn this for innit. So you just go in there, you be on the computer chilling. Yeah. But then a lot of the times I was like, I remember sitting down with this woman and we were just going through like things about like Muhammad Ali and stuff. So every time it was stuff like that was kind of more interesting me. Yeah. So, you know, it's pretty like, yeah, you got to go geography. And I'm like, I don't care about this, innit? I want to know about this Muhammad Ali book I was reading with what's her name? I remember one teacher basically, innit? But so I'd go there, and when I was young in school, I didn't speak about it because you try to be cool, innit? Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm cool, innit? I ain't speak about it. Yeah. Then you get older, and then you get into your 20s, and like some of your friends are like, yeah, I'm dyslexic, and you're like, okay, well, that's good for you. And then I thought with this tour, like I need to bear all a little bit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I need to like, and that's the thing. Like when I explain how dyslexia is, it's just like it's different for different people. You know, it's not this thing of like you're dyslexic. What? Swear down, what? You can't read, like you can't write. That's mad, cuz.
Because automatically that's what people think.
Yeah, that's just the norm, innit? And like it's different for different people. But then weirdly enough, and a lot of people I know who are in creative fields, they're like, yeah, like I'm dyslexic still. And I'm like, so like okay, and it's like, yeah, so I'm not great with like numbers, so I get like an accountant to do you know, like my taxes and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, but this amazing music, it's weird, it's like you're dyslexic, but you have like some weird gift. Yeah. That you're like, you can proper home into, if that makes sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's just important to just talk about it, but not in a way that it's like something like, oh my God, but just like make like light-hearted fun out of it and out of myself. Yeah. That's why I said, I'm dyslexic, and it did go quiet. Yeah. So I'm like, you know, thinking I can't play Scrabble and that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but you have to draw like humor out of sometimes what people are like deemed as like, oh my God, where's this gonna go? Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So, yeah.
Momentum was sick. I watched that 3 times.
Big ups, man.
Yeah. Talking on that.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name? How did the Netflix deal even come about? Was that something that you've always wanted to do, or was you shopping around and then Netflix just had it best?
Do you know what it was with Netflix? Yeah, it's like the conversation had started early, but it wasn't like it's gonna happen in it. Okay. It was just like there's someone that works there that is, you know, possibly like I remember like being in this one meeting for something totally different, and then it got mentioned. It was like, yeah, well, you know, like, and I was like, Netflix. I was like, Netflix. Okay. And then that was it. Like I just carry on with what I'm doing and stuff. I'm never like pursuing stuff, and I'm just like, well, that's what it is and stuff, innit? So I recorded this one version of a special. So me, my production company, and my manager Pollyanna, they have their own production company called Lucky 17. So we recorded one version of it when we done the early tour. Yeah. In 2017. And when I say 2017, because it started in 2017 and it ended in 2019, innit? Okay. So, and we just kept adding dates and it kept extending and becoming this bigger and much bigger tour. So yeah, there was that version of it. You know, we had that version and it was so weird because the show had changed in terms of how comfortable I was on stage and 100%. how the jokes had kind of changed a little bit and. You know, and they're right there. Weirdly enough, you know, around that time, I was getting opportunities to go on like Live at the Apollo or Russell Howard's Hour and stuff. So when we recorded it again, so we filmed it again in Hackney Empire because I was like, we've got to do this. We've got to go big, innit? Yeah. We've got to go big, like. So you know, looking at venues, I'm like Hackney Empire. It's like the home of like almost like black comedy in a sense. People like Kojo had shows there. Richard Blackwood, Slim. You know what I mean? So already I was like, that seems like the place to do it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So already I was like, cool, that's where we're gonna do it. And I found out in December 2018. Okay. So like round about Christmas time, and I told like close friends and family. And when I mean like it was proper secret, I was like I kind of put it in a WhatsApp group with my close friends. Like, hey, guess what, guys? I'm doing Netflix. Do not say nothing. Don't even tell your girlfriends. Don't tell no one. like,
you know they're telling their girlfriends though.
Oh yeah. They're telling their whole family, innit?
Yeah, they're telling their whole family, 100%.
But because for me, it was just like, it's not to say I don't want no one to know. I would want to tell people, but I don't want to tell people and then it don't happen. Because I've done that in the past.
I'm the same. Yeah. I'm the same as well. I like to wait for the news to be confirmed. Like even with this, I kept this on a hush.
Oh, big ups, bro.
Oh my days, I kept this on a hush.
Yeah.
When Polly confirmed,
yeah,
and then Moira double confirmed.
No, because
I was like,
I wanted to do it for a while, but then because I was proper busy at one stage, and I was like, I always want to do stuff when I've got time, because then it doesn't feel like we're there, and it's like okay, all right, cool. Chop it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think for like especially like with that kind of news, it was just very crucial to be like, look, it's gonna happen, but we have like, even when it got recorded, and there was people that come to record, and it was like, there's little cameras. What are these cameras for? And I was like, well, yeah, man, just filming it for something, innit? Yeah. And people like, I don't know if people knew at the time, but there was like 9-10 cameras there. There's a lot. Like a camera up there. There's one over there. So yeah, it was very secret. It was hard because obviously people are like, so what's next for you, man? Yeah. Like, what's coming up next? I hate
that question.
And I'm like, I would love to tell you, but I can't because I don't. And then I got the date. So when I got the date, I remember being in my house and I was like, oh my days. and I was looking and I was like, hey, that's like 2 months away, but still, like, I was, yeah. When I really, because for me it was getting the date. Yeah. Because I was like, it's gonna come out, but we don't know when, because it could have got pushed back to next year. I don't know, innit? But when I got that date, I was like, no.
I think the timing was perfect because you had just wrapped up the latest show.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
It was just
in
sync. Just like.
But even when I announced the news, I was meant to. Okay, so what happened? Yeah, so. I've got the date now, innit? So I'm like, alright, cool. 30th September, it's gonna drop, innit? And I still can't say anything, innit? And then Netflix have these newsletters of like what's coming out that month.
Okay.
And they give that to everyone. So I think it was like GQ Australia. So I'm looking on it. I type in my name, like Mo Gilligan Netflix. I was like, boom, I see it on Netflix Australia. What's coming up of everything in the month of September, innit? I see my things. I'm like, bro, like, okay, well, no one I know, because the thing is, I've not said, oh, guess what, I might be doing a special. So no one's going to be typing Netflix, Mo Gilligan or whatever, innit? Of course. And then, so it's meant to be announced on the 10th of September, yeah? And then random guy tweeted me. He's like, hey Mo, man, I just seen you in a Netflix special. So I was in Edinburgh at the time, yeah? Yeah. And I'm texting, I'm like, Polly, look, someone knows the news. This guy knows the news. So I was just about to get on a flight back to London, innit? So I was stressing. I was like, nah, man, because in my head, it's like, I've had this news for so long.
Yeah, you want to be the one to announce it.
I want to announce it because easily enough, like there's nothing stopping anyone else from announcing this news. And the thing is, it's not to say other people can't announce it, but if you've kept this in for ages and then someone else puts it on, if they've got a big following, then you're like, oh, like that, man. Like I want to drop that, innit? Like it's my thing, innit? Like that. You could have asked that at least. But yeah, like I feel with that, and then we announced it on the last day of the latest show, which was just I think like end of August.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But after party, sick after party.
Ah, big ups, man, big ups. So yeah, it was just very, it was just mad because then
real, man. Yeah, a lot of things happening. I wanted to ask you this because I feel like it's very, very important for people who are black entertainments around. Momo G Productions. That's your production company.
Yes, yeah.
Why did you feel the need to have a production company, and what does that exactly mean for people that may not know about the intels and the ins and outs of what you can possibly do with your production company?
So I guess with a production company, it gives you a lot more leeway in terms of, so for example, for the latest show, for example, having my own production company, I have approval over everything. So in terms of, I'm one of the writers because I'm writing the script, I'm writing the ideas and stuff. But then also like, I'm taking these characters and these ideas to another company as such, because it's a co-production with Expectation. So when you have something like a production company, you get more leeway in terms of like, okay, well maybe we should do it like this, maybe we should do it like that, as opposed to you're just a presenter and you turn up on the day, you read the script and you do what you've been told. Where as opposed to having a production company allowed to have my own ideas and kind of retain the rights to those ideas a little bit as well. As I said, like having a production company for me, it wasn't just about like that, it was just about creating content as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm sitting there writing a lot of ideas with a team of people as well, and it's very important. Like sometimes in the moment you're like, yeah, it's right, let's do it, cool, it's done. And then you don't want to be in a position few years down the line where something's happening to your show and you have no control. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, but what? I thought that was a sketch we done. So yeah, no, that's our thing now. So do you know what I mean? So I think for me it was very important to have a production company for so many other reasons as well that I want to do in the future as well.
It just makes sense.
And there's a lot of other things I want to do, and I was quite fortunate to have, you know, some of the first 2 projects we made was my TV show and my Netflix special. So, but yeah, it's like, I think it was just really important for me to kind of like, there's obviously like, you can be like in the industry and know about business and stuff, but then there's like, you know, it's all good knowing about, but you got to apply it. Do you see what I mean? So it's all great being like, yeah, like I know about this, that, and the other, but it's like, until you get in this position, then that's when it gets a bit real. Do you know what I mean? And time is of the essence of some of these things. And plus, time is an important thing because my show took 2 years to make, and that's purely because of the production company and stuff. You know, and that's why we also done it as a co-pro as well. You know, it's really good to work with other people. Yeah, that's what I'm about. It's just like, I like working with people, having different ideas and not being the one who's like, I'm the leader, it's my show, we're doing it like this. Because they know how to make TV programs, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to make a TV program, but I'm also bringing ideas to the table, and you know, there's characters that existed before this TV show. Do you know what I mean? Things like the geezer and Cavani's mum, or the different type strains and stuff like that. So I think it's very important out there, you know, even if you're looking to do like a music, you know, like a music company or whatever, like, it's just good for it's good for branding as well.
Facts.
You know, had a lot of people that want to work with me now and stuff like that, but I still need to grow it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like, yeah, cool, man, let's do Star Wars movie. Like, see what I'm saying? Like I need to grow it, in a sense, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That brings me on to my next question as well. And on Eddie Hearn's podcast, No Passion, No Point, there was a particular point where you mentioned that you like to give 100% to a project. Yeah. And not necessarily, let's say something else came in, you wouldn't necessarily like to give 75% to that. You rather leave that and give someone else the opportunity, because they might actually appreciate that. Yeah. Why is it important for you to give other people opportunities? Because
I think it's you can't do everything. And if I put 50% into, like, for example, when I done the Lateish Show, that's all I was doing at that time. Like, and I always found when I put all that in, there's no other distractions, there's no like, okay, you got to do this, and then on Wednesday, your day off, you're going to write your tour bit, and then Tuesday you go back in. All the ideas are all over the place. I need 100% into this. So when I go home, all right, cool, I just chill out, relax. I wake up next day, we got a writing day, boom, we bang it out, we do some writing. So that I'm putting all into that. Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to ideas, so even around that time I was doing Lateish Show, I didn't do any small Instagram videos because I wanted every idea I had creatively to go into that show, you know. And it is very important to give other people opportunities, even though you might not know these people. Yeah. But you can't be the one who's like, yeah, like, because, for example, sometimes you get in a position where you kind of can bypass the beginning stages. Yeah. So instead of doing the audition, they're like, yeah, we'll just want you in it. Yeah. You'll be great in it.
And I feel like social media plays a part in that as well, because once they've seen you online, they kind of
of course,
give you that already. You don't really have to do.
But it's very important to just be like, I don't need to do everything. There's someone out there that's gonna put 100% into this project, and I'm gonna put 50% in, and I'm getting there quicker than they are because of, you know, my popularity or my reach and stuff. Whereas like, no, man, let this other person have it. Do you know what I mean? They can put 100% in that I wouldn't be able to. Yeah. And I think that's very important in terms of like, it's great to have opportunities, but you have to like give, not so much give back, but you don't need to take everything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't all have to be you. It's harder saying no to stuff than it is saying yes. Do you know what I mean? Because some opportunities you're like, this is great, but then you're like, maybe it's just not at the right time in my career to do this. Or
how do you decipher that? How do you know when is the right time? Or
I think you just have to weigh up your options a lot of the time, because sometimes you can be doing something and you're like, wow, this is great. Then you get something else that comes along. You think, I don't know if that's for me right now. And the minute you have doubt, you shouldn't do it. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So the moment I got given a TV show, I was like, wow, cool. Let's go, I'm ready to start. I was so eager to do this show. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about, I'm like, so what's going on with it? What's going on with the dates? Oh, they're being long, man. like a lot of the projects, I'm just so eager. And that shows because I'm putting it all into the show, do you know what I mean? So whenever I have doubt and I'm like, I don't know if I should do that, man, that's cool, but already I'm just like, well, clearly I'm doubted myself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe I should just let someone else have this opportunity. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the cool thing, you know. I've been offered opportunities and haven't taken them, and I've seen people that have, and they've flourished. And you sit there and you're like, I'm so glad you got that, man, because that's, and it's not me saying, oh, I didn't take it and you did, so now I'm the one that. No, that's not that at all, innit? But I've been able to like say no to some stuff, and I've seen it go on and do really well. Yeah. And you see people in it, and you're like, that's sick, man. I'm so glad you got that, because when I think of how like the stuff that I've got on, I'm thinking maybe if I would have took that, I don't know if I would have been able to do it again. You know, and it's like, yeah, we've got series 2, or we're going to do it again. Then you're sitting there like, I don't know if I could have committed again. Do you know what I mean? Then you leave something and it's unfinished. So yeah, it's very important, man, just to like not take every single job that comes your way.
Just don't say yes to everything.
Yeah.
I think it was also what's incredible to actually see and actually witness when I got invited down by the team to actually come on your show. Was just
because you come down to that. Yeah, man.
I came to two of them. One of the ones that Maya Jama was on.
Yes, with Danny Dyer. Yeah.
And I came to the end one as well, the finale.
Yes, yeah.
So, but the Maya Jama one, when I saw that one and I saw the crowd and the audience, I was like, this is an amazing turnout.
Big ups,
and
man.
just to see the functionality of how everything was functioning, how he was interacting with everyone, I was just like, that's sick, man.
Thank
because
you so
obviously
much, man.
You never know what it's like when you're watching it on TV, but the whole ins and outs and stuff like that, and how you make the audience feel. Because I'm thinking sometimes the audience must be tired having to.
Bro.
Do you know what I mean?
I always feel for the audience, because it's like, as much as they're coming, because there are people that I want to come and see it live. But I'm like, you got to contribute though, innit? That's how you got to clap when they tell you to clap and stuff. And that's not me saying like, make it better for me. It's just that they need these sound bites of clapping when the show starts and stuff. Otherwise, you'll watch it and be like, no, it was actually better. It was properly clapping. And I was like, no, but you lot started chilling in that, innit? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I hear you on that one. Moving on, your first on-screen appearance, Johnny and No Show.
Bro, man dug up the gold, man dug deep.
Big up my guy there, bro. Yeah, man. I have to go in.
Man was on IMDb and them things, yeah? All right. Man was on the IMDb and that, yeah?
No, we were producing, we were on point. We were on point. Like, we were.
Have you seen any of the clips?
He's seen it.
You see the clips?
He's seen the clips.
Boy.
Talk to me about that.
Okay, so how that happened, I was on holiday at the time. And I remember I auditioned for it, and I didn't have an agent or none of this stuff, innit?
So this was all you?
Yeah, I didn't have an agent, and a lady called Rebecca Papsworth. So she was at Princess Productions. My manager, Polly, she wasn't my manager at the time though. They'd done this project called Yard Party. So it was a bunch of comedians, a bit like a live at the Apollo, but they had loads of comedians like me, Eddie Caddy, Baba Tunde. It's like a bunch of comics. And then through that, they was like, oh, we got this role for Join Our Nails thing, if you want to come and do it. So I remember I remember I was at home at the time, and I just put on some clothes, and it was like, can you come? And I was like, yeah, cool, like, I'm there, innit?
Yeah.
And I went there, and it was in, what's that shopping centre that's closed down in West London? Is it Whiteley's? Or something like that?
West London Shopping Centre.
Is that what it's called? Whiteley's? Yeah.
Okay.
So Princess Productions was upstairs. They they had programs like The Right Stuff was filmed there.
Yeah, I know about that.
What else was they? Sunday Brunch was there as well.
Yeah.
So I went in, and they was like, so this is the script, and just give it a go. So I just done it with I Know there and Rebecca Papsworth, and we done it actually in the Right Stuff studio, but there was no people there in it. So already I was like, bro, this is a studio. I didn't have time to get excited because I had to do this audition, and I done it, and every part of me was like, I don't know if I'll get that. And then I was on holiday, I got this call, being like, hi Mo, like really love the audition, we want to give you a part. You know, you're going to be in Manchester for like 2 weeks filming in Media City. You know, the pay's all right and stuff. You get paid already, because I don't think I had a job around that time, innit? I was like, bro, how much? Oh my God. Wow. Like, because it was just like my first job. And I didn't have an agent or anything. And then I went up to Manchester, and I'll never forget, I went there, and I didn't really have like a haircut at the time, innit? And so they wanted to do like wardrobe just to see what it looked like. So I think I went up on the Friday, then we was gonna film on the Monday, So I've gone up there on the Friday all the way to Manchester, you know, car picked me up. I've gone there. I'm in this media city. So already, this is all
Different.
new, innit? So I'm like, wow, this is cool, innit? And then I got there, and then this woman from hair and makeup, she was like, okay, all right, cool. So I think we're going to shave off your facial hair. So already I was like, these times I didn't have much, yeah? You know what I mean? Like, even now I'm still working with the little patchy bits here.
I'm there with you, bro.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when I had the little, you know, when I had the little sideburn thing going on.
It wasn't even a full sideburn.
Yeah. But you was just like, yeah, I've got this thing working, innit? So I've got there, she's like, got shaved. So I'm like, oh yeah, cool. So I tried to be cool. I was like, yeah, just shave all that off.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I've got shave your moustache off as well. So already I was like, the moustache, like that's all I've got left.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you take that off, I look like a turtle, innit? Like, so already I was like, okay. So she shaved it off now. It's like, meow, meow, meow. And then I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and they're all like, yeah, that's great, isn't it? Great, yeah. I need the job, innit? So I'm like, yeah. Cool,
Let's
man.
go.
Cool. And then they was like, yeah, with your hair, like, because I still had a high top then, but I think that they needed a fade at the sides, innit? It's like, yeah. So and she was about to get the clippers and shave it, and I was like, oh, you know what? I can get my barber to do this, you know? She's like, yeah, really? I was like, yeah, I'd rather do that, innit? I don't know who this random barber is who thinks she can do a fade, innit?
You don't say about in that position would have still let people just
because the thing is, when you're really new to this stuff,
yeah.
you just go with whatever, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, shave my head off right now. Like, you'll go with it, thinking that you have to do this.
Yeah.
Where, like, now I realise that I can have some say. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, do we have to do that? Is there a way we can use prosthetics or something, innit?
Yeah, man. Always ask questions.
But it was my first role. It was kids' TV. And it was weird because I remember saying to people, yeah, watch it, man. It's going to be on CBBC.
Yeah.
Like, 10 o'clock, and then like I'm thinking people are gonna tune in. No one really watched that too dumb because it's kids TV, innit?
Yeah.
But at the time I was like, oh man, no, I didn't really watch it. No one's told me that, and I'm like saying to my friends, like, hey, you man, did you not watch it? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I was meant to, but I didn't wake up in time because it was on at like 10 o'clock or whatever. But
Yeah.
it was like that first like taste of like doing some TV, kids TV. But then what happened is, I started getting booked for like, because I was still doing stand-up at the time, so I would get booked for like this thing called like Comedy for Kids,
Yeah.
which is a really cool program, by the way. So they was like, yeah, do you want to do it? So I've gone there and I go to like a school and we do stand-up comedy, innit, for kids, innit? Which was just like, it was fun to do, but it just weren't what I wanted to do, innit? Like I was getting there and I was like, hey, what's up, kids? You all right? And this one kid's like, you're not funny. And you're like, what? I'm gonna start punching up these kids, you know? I'm gonna smack this Archie in his face right now because I remember going to one school. I'll never forget. I went to this one school. So like, it's the lady that put the show, the whole project on. Yeah. And me and all the other comics. So like, it's weird because their whole thing was like selling me on this point of like, yeah, like Mo's been in CBBC. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but not like that. Like I'm not like Dick and Dom, innit? So it's like, so guys, we got a comedian. He's from Johnny and I Out. And kids like, is it Johnny? Is it I Out? It's Mo. It's like, all right, okay. It's like saying like, we got a character from The Simpsons. Yeah. Who is it? Chief Wiggum. You're like, oh, me, man. you don't want to see him. You're not one of the main guys, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I remember doing it, and I never forget at the end, there was this mum just wilding out on her son, and she was like, she goes, no, I don't care. I've had enough. You ruined it for me. You ruined it. This was my big day and you ruined it. No, so get in the car. And I was like, this is some real middle class like anger. Man. You ruined my big day. This is a big adult, you know, telling this to a kid. But it was good to do. And I think what's really important with comedy, especially stand-up, you have to try every crowd. Yeah. Like, you'll get shows and you're like, this ain't for me. Yeah, you do it and you'll smash. I remember performing at Eritrean Independence Day. I'm not Eritrean, but I smashed it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it was in Shepherd's Bush. I had a friend who's Eritrean. He put the show on. But those things give you thick skin. And you, as a comic or creator, you just have to just be like, you know what? It might not be my thing, but I'm going to try it and see where it goes.
Try it and see what happens. Roll with the punches.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I wanted to focus on the importance of how social media has kind of changed your life.
I wanted to
to hear it from like a first-hand perspective, because you spoke about the time when you went to cinemas with your girlfriend, and you did a video, and obviously coming out and seeing all the retweets, and obviously it being on Jerome Daily and did 1 million views.
Yeah.
From then to now, where you just constantly getting viral tweets, that's the space that you are in now. How has social media kind of helped you along your career?
I think social media is what's kind of got me to where I am, if I'm honest. That's what kind of got everybody's attention. That's how I kind of got an audience as well, by putting out, you know, content, some mainly ideas I couldn't do in stand-up that I'd try for these short videos, and I started getting this audience, and I'd do one video, I'd do another one, and that's where it kind of gained from. And through that, that's why it's got this weird catalyst of like, I've done that, you know, I've done the videos, then I've done the tour. Done the tour, you get some like attention through like TV and stuff. TV, you know, I got offered my show, the Lateish Show. It wasn't even called the Lateish Show then. They said, we want to give you a show at 10 o'clock. Yeah. Then they said, we want to give you the show, Big Narstie, in the same meeting already. So I was like, all right, cool.
Oh, so you already knew that you was going to have your own show?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it took so long, because obviously like Big Narstie had his show, that was like a thing as well. Then I was still working on mine, but they went on tour.
Do you want to know what's so interesting about that as well? When I spoke to other people while she was on the Big Narstie Show, and the compliments that they were saying, it was like, listen, Mo eventually is going to get his own show. That they were already saying that while seeing you actually on the Big Narstie Show. I remember, I think one of my favorite episodes was definitely when you spoke about how you met Ian Wright.
Big up.
I was thinking,
I think that was a recent one. With Stephen Fry and Tory Lanez was baffled by that. He didn't have a clue what was going on, you know.
He didn't know. He was just thinking, I'll just come here to sit down.
You know what's going on.
No, it was crazy. But for me, I was like, eventually they have to give him his own show, and then
that was in it, because that's the thing is with my show. It was just finding out what we wanted to do with the shows, finding out the formula, what we're going to do, how we're going to... Because Narstie's show was Narstie's, and I had to separate myself from that show. So it was just like, he's got his show, we know how it works, and so my one had to be different. Do you see what I mean? So I was like, well, I can't do the stuff that he's doing, so I thought I'd be completely different. But it was in the works, and that's the funniest thing, I guess, when I got my show. It turned into this, like, you see Mo, like, man sneaked Narstie, like, man just sneaked them, blood, like, man obviously just called up Channel 4 and says, like, bro, I can have a show. I said, bro, what, call them up. I wish I got a show like that, bro. But yeah, it was at the same meeting, a lady called Saida and Ed, big up them, not there, the commissioning and entertainment at Channel 4, and they sat me down in this room, and they said, I didn't know what this meeting was about. This was December 20...
Right, a lot of things been happening for you in
17.
December.
Yeah. It happened in December, because it was around the time where we was on the tour. So we started the tour I always know these time dates as well, because I never forget them. Like, they play such an important role. Exactly. Like, so we started the tour on 1st of October, 2017, and then 2017 December, like, you know, the tour was like, we was at Clapham Grand, we like sold out 4 nights and stuff, and like, I was doing some stuff with Channel 4 though. It didn't just happen like that, but I was like kind of like going in there. I had this like idea that I'd pitched to them, which was like a pilot, so we was kind of like going through that, editing it. I thought they was just gonna be like, oh, we've got something, you know, you want to be attached to on E4 or something, and they said, yeah, boom, Channel 4, 10 o'clock, do you want to do a show? And I was like, yeah. They said, it's going to take a bit of time, you know, you can pick your own production company. So I was like, what? I get to pick who I want to work with. Nice. Like, and then in that same meeting, they said, we've got this show, Big Narstie, you know, would you want to, you know, do that with him? So I met that's when I first met Big Narstie.
First time you had him? Yeah.
Okay. First time we met him was at Expectations office with Ben Wicks, who's the executive producer. And
your memory's sick.
Do you know what's mad about that meeting? Yeah, is that we was in the meeting. It's the first time I met I met Narstie a week before that. Yeah, we was doing this Call of Duty thing, right? And like, it's like a game, and I had to like make him laugh in it while people playing the game. I think it was me, him, someone else, maybe like another rapper, maybe like AJ Tracy, I think might be. I'm not too sure. And we were there playing this game, yeah. And I had to make him laugh. And I remember saying, I was like, oh, bro, like, you know, I'm going to no, he's telling someone actually. So no, he's telling someone, he's like, yeah, bruv, man's got my own show still coming up still. And I'm sitting there like looking at him like, does this guy know that I'm doing this show? Like, and then I remember like, and obviously the show's gonna be on Channel 4, and then he goes to someone, yes, man, you get me that? Man's got Channel 4 and BBC 3 fighting over my show, you get me that? And I was like, don't know if that's quite correct, because we got a meeting next week, kind of thing. Like, and every part of me, I'm like, does this guy know that I'm doing the show with him, innit? I don't think he had a clue, innit?
No.
And he was just like, he's like, yeah, you get me, bro. But so yeah, bro, man will try and get you a slot on that still. And I was like, this is mad awkward now, innit? So then he comes in the meeting, and we're sitting down, and he forgot that I seen him last week. So he sat down, and I'm like, what's going on, bruv? How's things, man? Yeah, good, man. Welcome, my brother. Cool. Like, he walked in with some of these people, like his manager, Kev and Nige, that they all walk in and stuff. And then Ben. And I was like, this is a bit awkward, because I met you last week, and then you've come back in the room, and he's totally forgot, like, that we even met last week, innit? Let alone that I was doing the show with him. And then we're talking, he's like, yeah, it's Mo. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you know, I met you last week at the Call of Duty thing. He's like, oh, swear down, yeah, I remember that still. Yeah, I forgot about that, you know? Man, yeah, that was you. And then I remember we was just going through ideas, innit?
Yeah.
So when it comes to ideas, I just like, if I've got it, I'll just like say it, innit? Might try ideas, innit? So I had some ideas. And I remember the first meeting, I was like, yeah, but what we should do is with an idea, innit? And I remember this Narstie's looking at me like, who the fuck's this guy? Who's this guy with his ideas, bruv? And he's just like, just abruptness to like tell us what he thinks. Oh, it's so funny, man.
Yeah.
And then through that, because obviously we worked on the pilot.
Yeah.
So we hung out a lot more doing the rehearsals and stuff. But there's a proper funny guy, man. And you just like discover these layers of Narstie, innit? Of like how intelligent he is. But then how sometimes we do rehearsals and you've got bare people like in TV just there. He just like fall asleep.
He's a legend, man.
It's the best thing ever, because it's someone who's just like, I don't give fucking shit in it. I do what I want in it. Whereas me, I'm ultra like, I'm on it in it. Like, so I think that's where we like balance each other out. He's just like, he does him in it.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just like, alright, cool, man. We got to make sure like we're reading the thing on the auto cue, innit? He's just like, blood, fuck that, man. Do my thing, innit? Forget all that stuff, man. But it just worked. That's what I think. That's why I think we just work well, you know.
And that's what gave you the second season as well. And then hopefully there's more.
Yeah. But there was that kind of thing, I guess, with me getting my show. Everyone was like, nah, man, he snaked him. He got his own show and just left him like. And I'm like, mate, we got nominated for a Bafta and won an RTS. Like, I don't think people realised how hard it is to get nominated for a Bafta.
Win.
Like, no, we didn't win. We won an RTS still.
I didn't mean nominated in general though. I meant nominated in general though. I stayed in the beginning, bro.
I was looking at him like, hey man, we didn't win that, man.
I stayed in the beginning, bro.
Cut that. And he said in such passion, yeah, like, we got nominated for a Bafta and win. I was like, no, we didn't win that. No, we won an RTS. We won an RTS award. Now, an RTS is a big deal in TV. 100%. Like, a lot of people don't know about outside of TV, but in TV, it's hard to get nominated and then win the Bafta.
Yeah.
But like in your first year, and then we got nominated off the back of that for a Bafta.
Yeah.
Bro, there are shows that have been going on for years that have not even had a Bafta nomination, and we got one in the first series, and like, I don't think people realise how big of an achievement that was.
I realise, bro.
You know?
I've been on the sick. Absolutely sick. World tour, you mentioned on No Passion, No Point again that you would like to do a world tour.
Yes.
Where would you like to go? Where would you like to cover areas that you haven't been to? And could this be something that we'll see in 2020?
You know what? I never say never. I definitely would want to like. That's the next stage, isn't it? You want to tour like I'd like touring anyway. I love doing stand up, and I want to take it to whoever wants to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously like want to take it. I've been to the States, but I've never performed there before, so that's like on my bucket list. Even to perform, only last year was the first time I performed outside of the UK. We went to Australia, went to Melbourne and Sydney, so already that was like a big deal in itself to do it there. And then already I was a bit like, I don't think they're going to get me. Are they going to understand some of the references? And they did, they just got it. So that gave me the hunger of like, okay, I want to do other places now. Yeah. So man, never say never, man. That's definitely on the card somewhere down the line, you know.
Funniest man in Britain, labelled by the Times.
Yeah, the Times said this. And, like, they said this. Like, and then
Are you trying to say you don't agree? Or?
No. Like, I'm funny, innit? But this is a hype, because people, they put it on GM, Good Morning Britain, innit?
Yeah.
And it's like, so we've got the funniest man in Britain by the Times. I'm like, cut this label, man. Because people on Good Morning Britain was like, well, I don't find him funny, so he's not very good then, is he? I'm like, oh, why have I been given this title, bro? I didn't even know this title existed. Until I started doing TV, and I was like, where was this? I've never seen it. Because I was in this thing called like Top 30 Funniest Comedians Alive, yeah. I think the Times put me in that. So I was like, cool, if you want to put me in it, cool, in it. If I'm not in it, I'm not bothered if I'm in it or not in it.
Yeah.
This is someone's opinion, yeah. So I was like, cool. There was some. I remember tweeting and people was like, mate, you're funny, but you're not that good. I'm like, I didn't say it. The Times said it. I'm just tweeting it, innit? So this whole like the Times funniest man in Britain, it's like, listen, man, like I'm trying to be funny, innit? I'm just trying to be funny. Because yeah, I do these shows and they're like, well, he's not very funny, is he? He's not very funny. So he can't be the funniest man because I'm funny. Right? I was at a barbecue and everyone was laughing. So I'm the funniest man in Britain.
Alright, my last question has to be this. We dug up some research.
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
Sunday show.
Yeah.
You celebrated your birthday.
Yeah.
You blew out the candles and you wished everyone in the room success and happiness.
You got dug deep, boy. Bro, man. I remember that.
You remember that? Ronaldo was hosting as well.
Yeah.
Big up Ramo.
Bro, you lot dug deep. Oh my gosh, I actually remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And look, years on later now, success, bro.
Yeah. No, I think
Do you ever go back and look at your old material at all?
Sometimes like a little bit, just for a laugh.
Yeah.
Like I just laugh at what I would talk about, or I'm like, bro, like look at the boot cut jeans I was wearing. It's like, so yeah. I just go back, just more for like a nostalgia. I never go back to like, because that's a part of my. That is a part of my life, innit?
Yeah.
It's there now for people to see. But it's like that's what kind of made me who I am. Gave me that thick skin, you know, doing Sunday show. You got the roadman there, you got the real goons there. You're making them laugh.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? And yeah, you got people that join you in different parts of the journey. But that was a really important time in my life where I was performing. It was just carefree. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have to worry about much. It was just like I just want to write jokes and be funny.
Yeah.
Whereas like now it's you know. It's still fun, but you know when you've got like you've got so much things on, you have to be funny because the funny pays the bills now.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So as opposed to,
is there a sense of pressure?
Yeah, there always is, and that's really important that there is pressure. There has to be pressure. There has to be pressure and nerves. If those things go away, then you might as well stop doing it because you're not hungry for it anymore.
Facts.
So I need to feel a bit of pressure and nerves, and the minute I don't, that's when I'm like I need to just do like a random gig somewhere randomly. Like, and just ask one of my comedy friends, like, can I jump on your show tonight? Because then it's like, I'm not, you know, builders like, oh, we got this headliner here. It's just like, yeah, I'm just going to try some new stuff. And that's always, so I always do small gigs like here and there where I'm like, can I just come down and perform? So you have to have that pressure of just like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Because you have to just prove yourself wrong like a lot of the times
100%,
as well.
100%.
You know?
I was thinking about that going into this. I was like, whoa, do you know like what this means? Like, well, you've done like so many stuff, but this is the moment where you step up the bar. And I was just like, at the same time you look at it that, but at the same time you're like, just have fun with it.
Yeah, you have to obviously enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
That's very important, isn't it? I always make sure I enjoy what I do. If I haven't done stand-up in a little while, I make sure I do it because I enjoy it. I just like, it's just a fun thing I just like doing. Do you know what I mean? It brings me happiness. Like even with the small videos, a lot of people say, oh, now you do TV, Netflix, you don't do the videos no more. I'm like, of course I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I get a small idea, turn it into a minute and people can watch it. And I'm always want to make those things better.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a small sketch on Instagram or, you know, the big tour, you know what I mean? I always want to make it better and better. So yeah, man, you have to enjoy it as well though. You know what I mean?
People, Mo Gilligan, man.
Big ups.